welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time I'm gonna be doing my feel. I believe it's been like 2 weeks since I did this set, and y'all, I just don't want to take them off. Well, I just don't want to take my bling off. Like, it's still so pretty. Do you guys ever, I know I've had this question before, but I know with my other bling I didn't reuse my bling, but y'all, look how shiny it is. Like, I wish that I could just save them and reuse them. But as you guys know, these were from Sky Beads. I do have a promo code for them, so I'll be sure to leave the link down below. But y'all, like, look how shiny it is. And I think, let me check, I think it's been 2 weeks, or was it? Here it go. I did this set March 28th, so it's been 1, 2, this week actually makes 3 weeks, or this weekend made 2 weeks, but they still look so good, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my feel. So of course the first thing that I'm gonna do is just go in with a pair of nippers to remove my bling. And y'all, I just want to cry while I'm taking these off. They just still look so good. Oh. Alrighty, so I removed all of the bling from this hand, so now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other one. Alrighty, so I removed the bling from all of my nails. So next I'm gonna go in with my Melody Susie Scarlet nail drill, and I'm using my extra coarse drill bit to file down the acrylic. So I'm gonna be using it at 10,000 RPMs. As always, I do have a promo code for them, and I really like them. I've been using this drill since last year in June, and I haven't had any issues at all whatsoever. But now we're gonna go in and we're just gonna file down the acrylic just a little bit. Not really filing down, but I do have a gel top coat on, so of course we want to make sure we get rid of that. And then also making sure that we file around the cuticle area in case we have any lifting. That way we go ahead and get rid of that. So again, just filing around the cuticle area first, making sure that when you're doing this, that you use a safety coarse drill bit. Because you don't want to file on the natural nail, just on the acrylic. And then as you can see, I file the rest of the nail, and this is just to get the gel top coat off the nail. Alrighty, y'all, so as you can see, I moved my mat back, and oh yeah, so this mat is actually from Vistaprint. It's actually a card magnet, but I just designed it to where it has my logo on all over it. I know a lot of people always ask me, so again, this is a this is a card magnet from Vistaprint. But as you can see, I moved it back so I could use my dust collector, because I'm having to file away, you know, some of the colored acrylic, and I don't want the dust coming into or getting into my face or on my face. So this is the Valentino dust collector. As you guys know, this is the Valentino nail table, so it comes with the dust collector. So I just wanted to mention that. And also, I just wanted to mention that, of course, when you're doing a fill, you're only having to do this much filing when you're using colored acrylic. Now, if you were using gel polish, then of course you would just go in there and remove the gel polish. Or if you're using regular nail polish, then you wouldn't even do this. You would just go in and remove the regular nail polish with nail polish remover and acetone, and then you would still have to go in and do some filing, but not so much. But as you guys seen, I did remove the glitter from this nail, but again, make sure that you're using a safety extra coarse drill bit to make it a lot easier on you. So I'm going to continue to do that. I just want to go ahead, just wanted to let you guys know that, but we're just filing down the glitter on this one as well. But same thing, go around the cuticle area. And make sure that when you're filing with your drill, that you're moving your file at all times, or your e-file at all times. You don't want to keep it in one spot for too long, because it's going to cause friction and it's going to cause your nail to burn. So again, keep it moving at all times. And I'm going to go ahead and turn my dust collector on, but after I do this on this hand, I'm going to go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other hand. Alrighty, y'all, so I'm on the other hand, so I am gonna slow it down just a bit. I was using it at like 12,000 RPMs on this hand, but with me doing my right hand with my left hand, I do have to slow it down a little bit. But I'm gonna do the same thing, so going from the right side over to the left side. Let's see. And I always use it on forward, but I'm gonna switch it to reverse. Let's see this. Okay, so I think I switched it to reverse, and no. Okay, so some people like to use it on reverse when they're doing their other hand, but no. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over to forward, which is what I always use it on. But again, same thing, going around the cuticle area, making sure that if you have any lifting, that you get rid of it during this time. And usually it's not much, like I really don't ever have lifting, but as you can see, it's like a little piece of acrylic there. And you just want to make sure that this area around the cuticle area is nice and, you know, sealed. You don't want it coming up or anything, because then you will get lifting. So again, we're going to do the same thing that we did on the other hand. So going around the cuticle area, of course, be a little bit more careful, and then filing the rest of the nail. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and do this on this hand, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, y'all, so I just finished filing the acrylic down. So after that, we're gonna go in with a cuticle pusher, and this is going to expose the new growth and also help with reducing lifting. So just go in there and again, just push the cuticle back. Remember that when you're doing this, you can use a metal cuticle pusher, which is what I'm using. You could also use a wooden one or even a plastic one, as long as they can be disinfected or disposed of. So the plastic and the metal, you would of course disinfect, and then with the wood one, you would have to just throw it away. Alrighty, so after we finish pushing back the cuticles, I'm gonna go in with the nail drill again, and I'm gonna switch out the extra coarse drill bit for the sanding band, and I'm using a 180 sanding band. So with this one, I have to slow it all the way down to 5,000 RPMs. This is how fast I was using it whenever I was removing the colored acrylic. So now we're gonna slow it down to like 5 or 8,000 RPMs in between there. And remember that when you're doing this, you just want to go in and remove the shine from the natural nail, making sure that we go from the right side all the way around to the left side just to remove the shine. And I do have a video on how to prep your natural nails for acrylic. So I'll be sure to leave the video down, or the link down below, so you guys can go check it out. So it's basically the same thing as far as prepping. You always want to push back the cuticles, remove the shine. The reason why is because our body, like if you don't have any nails on right now and you haven't had any on for a while, if you look down at your nail bed is going to be shiny. But if you were to go in and apply acrylic right on top of that shiny layer, your acrylic is going to come off really easily. The nails are going to pop off, whatever. So you have to go in and remove that shine with the 180 sanding band. That way the acrylic adheres to the nail really good. So make sure that you're doing this step correctly, because if not, you will get lifting. But again, go all the way from the right side of the nail all the way around to the left side. And also remember that use your drill at whatever speed you feel comfortable using it at. You know, it might not be 5,000 or 8,000 RPM. So even if it's slower, that's completely fine. Just kind of mess with it, you know, mess with the little knob and slow it down, speed it up, and just see what works for you. And then eventually, after doing it for so long, you know, you get more comfortable and you'll be able to speed it up to, again, whatever you feel comfortable. But we did that on that hand, so now I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other hand. So again, going all the way from the right side all the way over to the left side, just removing the shine. And also don't put too much pressure on the nail bed, because you don't want to file too much. And also you don't want to cause a burning sensation from the pressure, and then you also don't want to cause a ring of fire. Alrighty, so after we finish removing the shine from the natural nail, we're gonna go ahead and dust our nails off, and then I'm gonna go ahead and clean this up. Alrighty, y'all, so now I'm gonna go in with the acrylic, and I'm gonna be using the color Princesita by Valentino. And then I'm just gonna be using my Mia Secret monomer, because I didn't buy any of the Valentino monomer. And this is, I used the Mia Secret the last time as well, and it worked fine. So that's why I'm just gonna go ahead and use it again. And then for my brush, I'm gonna be using my Alpha brush in a number 10. And for my primer, I'm just gonna be using my Young Nail Protein Bond. So as you can see, I'm just mixing products, but that's the same thing that I did the last time, and I had no problems with lifting or anything. So, you know, it's completely fine. So I'm just applying the primer around the cuticle area on the natural nail, and we're gonna do that on all of the nails. Again, this is the Young Nail Protein Bond. Alrighty, just like that. And y'all, honestly, I don't even know what I'm gonna do just yet. I just know that I'm gonna do this pink one on all of my nails. So when we're doing a fill, we just go in and do the first bead around the cuticle area. But since I am changing the acrylic, I'm gonna go ahead and just do a bead closer to the tip. So as you can see, it's a slight, you know, difference in between the first pink that I had already on my nails and this one. So I just place my bead right at closer to the tip, pat it down, and then gently brushing it down towards the tip. The second one I'm gonna place closer to the cuticle area. And of course, because it's only a feel or a color, I think somebody told me it's not called a feel. It's a, what did she say it was called? I forgot. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you call it when someone gets like colored acrylic and they get like a color change? Would it be a design change or something like that? Somebody told me, but someone told me that this is not considered a feel. But I still call it a feel because I mean I'm filling in the nails. We're just I think she said redesign. I think she said it was a redesign. But to me, I mean, we're just filling in the nails. Whatever you want to call it is completely fine. But I'm placing the third bead closer to the cuticle area as well, patting it down and getting it as close as you can to the cuticle area without actually flooding the cuticle area, and then brushing it down towards the tip. Alrighty, so just like that, as you can see, it's a really pretty soft pink. So now I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other one. So again, placing the first bead right closer to the tip, like in the middle, patting it down. And with this one, the clear ones, I am gonna have to add just a little bit more acrylic because we had to file down the nail so much to remove that glitter. So just add wherever it's necessary, but remember, you want to make sure that you always have a nice apex as well as a nice thickness at your tip. Alrighty, y'all, so I finished applying the acrylic on this hand. As you can see, it's a really pretty color. So we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other hand. Alrighty, y'all, so I finished applying the acrylic on all of my nails. Again, this was in the color Princesita. oops, I just spelled some, by Princesita by Valentino. So again, the monomer that I used was the Mia Secret monomer. And then remember that after you finish using your brush, you want to make sure that you let it sit in a little dapping dish with brush cleaner. So I just use this little small dapping dish, put my brush in here. After, of course, I fill this up with brush cleaner, and I just got this brush cleaner from my local nail supply store, which is just called Infinity Brush Nail Cleaner. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up, and then I just put my brush in there and just let it sit there for 10 minutes, and make sure that you don't forget it, because the last time I did forget it and the tip of my brush bent back. So make sure that you don't forget to take it out and just wipe it off, you know, shape it up with your fingers if you need to, and just set it aside, so next time when you're ready to use it, it's nice and clean. Alrighty, so next, after we finish applying the acrylic and they're nice and dry, we're gonna go in and reshape the nails. So of course they're already into like that coffin shape, but as you can see, after 2 weeks of wearing my nails, the corners kind of round off, and then also after applying the acrylic, you have those little rough edges. So we just have to go in and reshape the nail. So as always, going from the side of the nail, which is your sidewall, towards the free edge, making sure that you hold your file at exactly a 90-degree angle. And then something that I also always forget to mention, that every time that you use a new hand file, you want to make sure that you kind of dull out the sides of your hand file. That way you don't cut yourself, and that's something that I always forget to mention. But you just kind of want to do that. That way you don't cut the side of your nail. But again, just going in at a 90-degree angle, on the sides and the free edge as well. Just keep following the sides, you know, until you get the width that you want, whether it's a little bit wider or more narrow, and then following the free edge at exactly a 90-degree angle as well. And then you can just position your hand however you feel comfortable doing it, whether it's like this or doing it towards the side, or if you even have to hold your finger at the edge of the table, whatever is comfortable for you is completely fine. So just like that, and we're gonna go ahead and do the same on the rest. So again, going right from the sidewall towards the free edge, falling at a 90-degree angle, alternating from side to side. And then following the free edge at a 90-degree angle as well. And we're gonna do that on all of the nails. As you guys know, just recently I did a video on how to shape nails, so I'll be sure to leave that video down below so you guys can check it out if you haven't already done so. But again, we're gonna continue to do the same thing on all of the nails. So as you can see, hold on. So as you can see, this is before and after of reshaping the nails, so it just perfects your shape. So we're gonna go ahead and do this on all of the nails, and then we'll move on to the next step. Alrighty, y'all, so we finished shaping up this hand. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other hand. And as you guys seen, I put my finger at the edge of the table. That way I can, you know, like do like a really straight free edge. So if you have to do that, that's completely fine. Alrighty, so after we finish shaping up my nails, I'm gonna go in with my drill, and I'm just using a fine drill bit. This is a ceramic one, and this is literally the first one that I picked up, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use it. I don't know where my extra fine one is. So when I'm doing this, I use it at 10,000 RPMs, and then again, I use it on forward at all times. And with this one, we're just gonna go in and file around the cuticle area, making sure that it's nice and sealed. That way we don't get any lifting. And I know people are going to ask, like, what's the difference between this drill bit and the metal one? And it's really just the material. And then I also feel like the ceramic ones are not as sharp. So I do highly recommend these as well. And you can find these on Amazon if you're interested. And I'm sure Melody Susie sells them well, I know for a fact they sell some as well. They sell like the whole little set. If you're interested, I'll look for that link as well. But we just follow around the cuticle area first, and then of course following the rest of the nail to make sure that it's all nice and smooth. So remember that when you're filing around the cuticle area, you're just filing until you're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. That way you know that the acrylic is not on the skin. And also making sure that the nail is nice and smooth, and make sure that you look at the nail from different angles. So if you have to turn it over to the side, that's completely fine. So same thing for the rest of the nails, going around the cuticle area. Going back and forth from the right side all the way over to the left side. Remember not to put too much pressure on the nail because you don't want to cause friction, which is going to cause your nail to burn. But make sure you follow the rest of the nail. And then I also like to go in and just really gently file underneath the nail in case you get any acrylic under there. But mainly focusing around the cuticle area again. I always do it until I'm able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is. And then as you can see with this one, I go in with the very tip of my drill bit. And when I file the rest of the nail, I use the whole belly of the drill bit. Alrighty, so we finished filing this hand. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the exact same thing on the other hand. So same thing, going around the cuticle area from the right side all the way over to the left side, just going back and forth until you're able to see where the cuticle is, where the natural nail is, and where the acrylic is, and also filing the rest of the nail. Alrighty, y'all, so I finished filing my nails with the e-file. So now we're gonna go in with the buffer and we're just gonna smooth the nails out, making sure that we get rid of any of the scratches left on the nails from the hand file or the e-file. Alrighty, y'all, so I finished buffing my nails. So now I'm gonna go in and just wash my hands. I'm gonna clean my area up and then we can move on to the polish or whatever I'm gonna do, because honestly at this point I still don't even know. But I'll be right back. Alright, y'all, so I already washed my hands and this is what my nails look like. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do. I think I want to incorporate some white, which will be the Perfect White by Madam Glam. Of course, some of my crystals from Sky Beads, which I still don't know what color I want to do, but I just have all of them out. And yeah, so I think so far that's all I have in mind. So I don't want to do anything too much. I do want to keep a lot of my pink showing, so I'm just gonna go in and do maybe some outlines with this white. So again, this is Perfect White by Madam Glam, and I do have a promo code for them as well, so I'll be sure to leave it down below. Let's see, I know I would want some bling on the ring finger for sure, so let's see. Alrighty, so I was trying to test it out, but I think I really do like that. I like how the pink and the white look together. So I'm just gonna do that outline maybe on, let's see, I might do some bling on the thumb. So I think I'm just gonna do bling on my ring, or so yeah, my ring finger and my thumb. And then, or maybe, yeah, I think I'm gonna do my ring finger and my index finger with bling and do the other two with this outline. So as you can see, I go in with my nail art brush right from the side, going all the way into like the middle of the nail. Make sure that you make the line really straight. Same thing on the other side. All right, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the pinky. Alrighty, so I did the outline on those 3 fingers, and then again I'm gonna do some bling on this ring finger and index finger. So for now I'm gonna go ahead and just cure these 3 under my Madam Glam UV LED lamp, and I do have a promo code for them again, so I'll be sure to leave that down below. And I honestly think that I'm gonna do some of my AB crystals as well as these pink ones. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do these pink ones.
I'm going to tell cops that when I go to work, I'm going to tell them that I feel hiking. Look at this shit. Look at my neck. Bitch took my necklace.
Alrighty, so I cured these. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some bling. Now, I think I wanna add some of these really pretty big ones. So I only have 6, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and use 4 of these, and then I'll just have to order more. But this is just my personal collection. Again, these are from Sky Beads, and I do have a promo code for them as well. Alrighty, so I'm going to be using my wax pencil, and this is a new one. I lost my other one. So when you get one of these wax pencils, you just use a regular pencil sharpener to sharpen it. Yeah, just to sharpen it. Alrighty. So again, I'm going to be using these. I'm also going to use some of these big pink ones. And then, of course, I'm going to use my AB crystals, which I guess I'm just going to use my, oh my God. my SS 12 and SS 6. Let me move this out of the way. Okay. Where's the other ones? Okay, here they go. And then I already have a few over here that I had on this little thing. So I'm just gonna use those first as well. Let's see, I'm just gonna do a random design with the bling, but I am gonna be using my Soleil nail adhesive. So remember, you just apply the glue on the nail, and then you just go ahead and start applying your bling. So I don't know if this one, I don't know if these would be too big. No, okay, no. I'm gonna do that right there. Like that. I think I'm gonna go in with the small ones all around. Just like that, and then I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. So again, these are the SS 6. All right, and then at the bottom, I'm just gonna do the SS 12 and then another small one at the very tip. And then up here, I think I just wanna do a SS 6 because I don't know that both of them will fit. Just like that. That's really pretty. So I think I'm gonna do the same thing on this one. So again, I'm gonna go in with a big one. And I have to find out the name of these. I forgot. But again, all of these are on Sky Beats, and I'll leave my promo code for you guys down below. All right, just like that. And I'm trying to figure out if I should add maybe a pink one on each one or if I should just leave it like that. Let's see. I'm gonna add one on the middle finger and see how I like it, but I'm gonna do the smaller ones, which are the SS 6. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna just go ahead and do one on each finger. Just like that. That's really pretty, y'all. So now I'm gonna go in and just spray. Let's see. Okay, one more thing and that's it. I'm gonna go in and add one SS 12 on each side of the AB ones, just so we can add a little bit of silver to these. Alrighty, y'all, so just like that. So now I'm gonna go in with my hurry up spray, and I'm just gonna spray them. That way the glue dries a lot faster. And then after this, I'm gonna go ahead and apply my Madam Glam gel top coat, and I'm gonna apply that on all of the nails. Alrighty, y'all, so I just applied the Madam Glam gel top coat on all of my nails, and this is what they look like. And y'all, these are so freaking pretty. So now I'm gonna go ahead and put this hand under the light for 60 seconds, and then I'm gonna come back in and do the exact same thing on the other hand. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the final look. As you can see, they turned out really pretty. I love that pink acrylic, which again was in the color Princesita by Valentino. I love my bling, which is from Sky Beads, and overall I just love this look. Really nice and simple, but blingy, and I don't know. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GetNo32, and I will see you guys next time.